Nestled by this busy street, just few meters away, we have this beautiful urban forest that's come up. And a ground that has been there since many, many, many years. So moving away from the jarring noises of the city, I walk onto this path. It's a bumpy road, and my hands have a very heavy camera equipment. Say hello to Wonton, who has been rudely woken up from her afternoon siesta by my equipment. Which brings me to the first principle of being a naturalist, and that is not to disturb anybody, but I seem to have already disturbed my dogs. And here's Puddle walking down the road going back home. And here's the land we're going to be exploring over the next few videos, and many more videos to come. This is a plot 4,500 meters. So yes, this accidental noise does happen. But these are all the sounds of nature, including our neighbor's dog barking. This is a wild place. It has been let to grow. As it wanted to be. The second key on what you can teach children or what you can develop for yourself is to observe. So now I have set my camera tripod down at one place. I'm no longer walking or going to be making any sudden movements. So something that we can just see here, use all our senses by being in nature, and we'll see a lot more things than we would have hoped to see. For example, if a call comes from the top of a tree, we try to look for something that is there on top of that tree, and we can figure out what that call belongs to. It's really, really simple to associate calls with who made it, and what kind of nests birds make, and what kinds of trees grow in a particular area without assistance. And how is it that trees would grow? How is it that any kind of flora would, bloom? So now that we are standing here, let's just wait and see what comes here. Does anything come here at all, or does nothing want to come here in front of the camera? This area is it's a newly developing area, so there's a lot of construction here. Let me show you. So as you can see, this building is just being made, but this part of the block is quite untouched. Also that it's part of a private property, so nobody really comes in here. Let me show you the area. See, this is the gate we entered from. So beyond this, like, there's nothing, it's a dead end. So this whole part, there's really not much happening around except for nature, which is the best thing to see. Alright, so nothing's coming to my camera screen right now. So what I'm going to be showing you is a pink colored flower, which is something I discovered by observation, just like that. So once again, I have set my tripod down. These are pink satin brushes. If you can see the pink flowers pasted all across the screen. Here's a clearer one. Here's a clearer one. And these flowers are a favorite among parrots, crows, and a lot of birds, and they come peck on it and then throw them on the ground. You'll see a lot of them fallen on the ground as well. So crows love to eat them and throw them off. See, there's a squirrel coming down this. See? It's on its way for some evening fodder and it's hidden on the other side of the tree. But see, I can still slightly see it if you can see the movement. The key is to follow some movements and we'll be able to find a lot of things that are happening in the natural environment. So I always keep my eyes up and who knows what you'll be able to see. The problem is always that the foliage is too green and it's very difficult to spot any kind of activity, but if you're vigilant, patient and just there for a while, you can spot a lot. For example, I can see something moving right on the top of this tree. Alright, let me see if I can get my camera to focus on it. So I can see an oriole. Now let me see if I can show you the oriole. I have been able to pinpoint it. So I hope you can see this yellow bird. This bird is called an oriole. It's called a black-naped oriole. It becomes very difficult for me to hold the camera with the tripod up. But you can see it sitting on the tree quite happily. So here's a small view about the surroundings. Let's just take a... So that is where my dogs live. That is their house. And this is the whole area I have shown you. And right now this is an empty plot bordering our area. And I can hear a lot of calls, but I'm not focusing my camera just yet. So I do hope you enjoyed these tips and tricks, and I'll keep coming back with more content. This is just something that I have learned from being on the field and just walking around every day and observing just this stretch of land, just this 4,000 square feet. So yes, it's very noisy, but the good part is it's very, very, very natural, as close as it could be. So here's the view of the treetops. So I can see another of my dog who's right here, and there she goes. So the dogs also have a very good area to walk around. The birds have a lovely place to be in, and the birds have, they've been increasing over time because of these new forest ecosystems that have been created. And in the next video I'll introduce you to a lot more things in this area, how you can introduce them to your children and what all you can do, and how you can make the most of nature in an urban space, because it's really important that we do have access to nature. That is the basic idea behind these videos as well. So bye bye, and see you very, very, very soon.